So hello and welcome to a care package video. So actually never done one of those. I've done beer oils, but never a care package. So a little bit of background first. I was contacted. You chat to people across all social medias, and I hope across all social medias that I'm not ignorant because I try to be, and forgetfulness is my thing. Lots of stuff going off in life. I was chatting to Beery Beast in the East about the Barrel Age Centaur Army, and anyway, I reviewed it. Oh my god, it was some beer and a half, Neon Raptor, but the Barrel Age one was just unbelievable. Anyway, I've been on about it in videos since. I think I did it in the Neon Raptor video. You just can't get hold of it, and you can't. Lots of us have tried, can't get it anywhere. And he actually messaged me the other day and says, "Would you like? I've got one of these going spare. Okay to send it, yeah?" And I says, "Oh, that very kind, because it is, for anybody to go out of their way to send you a beer or beers that way, it's just a very kind thing. And if I was in the ability to do these things, I'd do it more often myself because kindness, random acts of kindness." Is something that, it's just a lovely thing in this world. So anyway, to get that one beer that I really wanted to do a battle against Lumiere, and it was, that is an amazing thing in itself. And then he says, "Oh, I'm going to put a care, something about an overtone beer," and then he says, "I'm going to put a care package for you." So the back package is here. So here he is on Instagram. There you go, Beery Beast in the East. Please give him a like and a subscribe. And on Twitter as well. Beery Beast on Twitter. So I'll show you the box. I won't show you my. Look at that. That is a big box. Jesus me. I'll put me address out of the way. Otherwise, I'll have to try and edit, and I no idea how to edit stuff as it is. Right, let me try and find something to cut the box. Oh, scissors. Wow. Scissors in the shed. God, there's a turn of events. Hey. So yeah, absolutely massively thankful for this, in life, we, only the other day, somebody let my wife down with a cake. And rather than the cake go to work and not really get it properly, although the women at work would have probably loved it, I looked for somebody to give a cake to. And one of my friends on Facebook, it was her son's birthday. I won't tell you who she is because it's not really fair. But yeah, and it's wrapped up very well. And I also took her a bottle of beer round as well to go with it. So here we go. Look at how well that is wrapped up. Need to be careful with names. Look at that. Wow. So just keep that name off the camera. So here we go. And I might need a magnifying glass actually, because it says, "Hello Raggy, I hope this finds you well. As promised, a small selection of beers. Some I know you have had before, some are hopefully new to you. These are just a thank you really for your output on YouTube. I found you on there during a furlough period in COVID lockdown 1, and I've never looked back. At a time when I was struggling with my own mental health, not knowing what was going on and where I was going in life, you and a few others became a constant for me, something to look forward to, and I still do to this day. Do you know, mental health is a struggle for me. You know, I make no bones about it. I suffer, still suffer. People say, oh, don't drink beer. Beer helps me. Yeah, too much beer is, again, not the best thing, but beer helps me. And this community, certainly Raggy's Beers, but obviously certain other beer reviewers and Kent beer reviews for one. We've joined together, and obviously I've not been on nowhere on lives anywhere near as much. So much going off, which absolutely brutal at the moment, and still brutal. You know, blooming cars. But a lot of people have said to me that the channel's helped, and you know, from the bottom of my heart, that means so much, because I kind of poured my heart out just before COVID, and you know, I was going through the toughest time of my life, bullied as a 48-year-old, bullied, and you know, I've got a temper, and I can unleash it, but this was a unique environment, should we say. And you know, for people to be thankful of that, you know, it's very humbling, very humbling. So it says here's the beers. I'll get the beers out and then I'll go back to that letter. So thank you for that. Whew. Wow, that is packaged unbelievably well. Wow. Okay, so I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. I go anywhere, and I just, you know, I absolutely love the world of beers. The world of beers saved me, you know. From the darkest of moments, the world of beer reviews and beers saved me. Never hold that back. It's why I'm so pro beer these days. I'm pro the community. So here you go. I'm not quite sure who it's from at the moment. It says Loki on the back. So I'll have a read of that in a minute. Here we go. So it says, Loki, this beer is vegan. Alcohol content of 11.2%. A black Kavik tipper. Triple IPA. Rightio. 5 units. Wow. Not quite sure who it's made by. Brewed at Legitimate Industries. Oh, Tartarus Beers. Do you know, sometimes you need to read the other side. Set from Tartarus, Loki. I've heard of this actually before. Wow. I'll tear up in a minute, I will. So, here we go. And Tartarus again, I presume, because, yeah. And this is called Hecate. So, we'll spin it round. And here we go. So, alcohol content 5.7%, and it's a dark chocolate and coconut stout. Tartarus. I do like Tartarus. I'm sure I had a barley wine of theirs, which was blooming strong. Got it from Low Cost Beer. But yeah. Ooh. And it's wrapped up in all this foamy stuff as well. Wow. So from a brewery called Wildcraft Brewing. I've never heard of Wildcraft Brewing. This is called Wild One, and it's a Wild One, and it's a 7% strong stout. So there we go. Look at that. Yeah, and there's writing on the back. I will read the writing. Got to take a photograph of all these, share it across social media. Are you ready to be lulled into a false sense of security? Hey, happens all the time. The car, yeah. Um, by this smooth, easy drinking stout, which packs a punch at 7%, layers of flavour are unveiled with each sip as this special edition mosaic hopped silky stout flows across your taste buds. And it says brewery on the bottom, so I presume that's the name of the head brewer or something. So yeah, Wildcraft Brewing out of NR12, Smallborough, NR12, NR. Not sure. Right. Next up, again from Wildcraft Brewing, and here's the artwork. I'll read the back in a second. So, has anybody had these beers? Please comment. You know, it's always interesting to see what people say. This is Wild Umbongo. It's a mango Nipa, 5.8% IPA. Umbongo, a tropical hazy pale packed full of mango, dry up to perfection with Azaka, Olecano, and Citra. This beer packs punch. So there we go. So next up, and it's a beer that's got the waxy stuff on it, called Ogun. It looks like it's Tartarus. So it's a rum barrel aged stout, Tartarus beers. And I thought that was, what's the name on the front for a second? Anthony Joshua. I don't think he'd be holding that, would he? Although he might need that when he's fighting because he's getting knocked out all the time these days. But yeah, ooh, bloody hell. I'm looking forward to drinking that. Up the arse though, not the shed. Or I'll warm it up the arse and bring it down the shed. I think that's going to have to be the standard play for the future. For warm beer, for stouts, porters, and beers that need to be drank warm. At least until the temperature comes back to some normality. So, from Wildcraft Brewing again, Wild Stallion, a smooth stout, it says. 5%. I presume it's a trad beer because it's in the can. Coffee, chocolate, and barley hints make this stout a stout for every occasion. A stout that Rocky would drink in full on the 80s montage. Full of body and character, smooth as the Italian stallion, the Fuggles hops add to the earthy goodness and provide a light bittering that complements the coffee, chocolate, and barley hints. We scour the Norfolk countryside. Norfolk? That's going down to Norfolk, Suffolk, in March. We scour the Norfolk countryside for ingredients. Many come from foraging in wild hedgerows, while some come from the public, local growers and suppliers. Who knows? Something here may have come from your Aunt Mavis allotment up the road. And so Wildcraft Brewery is in Norwich, in Norfolk. So not overly far away from St. Peter's Brewery. Ooh. Put that on the agenda. So next up, let's get these. It's Tartarus again. So there you go. There's the artwork. Cracking artwork. Looks like a animal's face or something. There's the writing on the back. And it says, wow, shit. Marshmallow Abaddon. Now, I've had Abaddon over at Castle Rock's Yard Party last year. Me and Andy from the Happy Drinkers were in there. 17%. Bloody lovely. I'm thinking of doing a 17% Imperial for my wedding. Getting the beer to 17%, that would require some interesting brewing. Not all grain, because my grain kit could not handle a 17%. So, Russian Imperial Stout, 17%. And the description on the back says, the destroying angel, the angel of the abyss during Armageddon. He is said to rise with an army of locusts. This entity is open for interpretation. In some texts, he is a demon, angel of the abyss. Some say he is the Antichrist or even Satan himself. Others say he is a demon so powerful that even Satan wouldn't challenge him. It's me breathing on it. I can't sit. I can't. God, the writing's proper dinkum. That's better. Other texts say that in fact he is an angel of God, powerful, respected, and feared by all creatures, instructed by God to gather the earth that Adam was formed from, then entrusted as a guardian. A complex being, like this stout, strong, with 15 different malts, a long maturation time, complex, rich, and robust flavours, including chocolate and coffee. This version is flavoured with marshmallow. Ooh. Now I've had this and I know how good I think I had just the standard version. Didn't do a review either. That stops from last week. I've changed now. Well, not too much. But whenever I go to a pub, I'm doing a 1 minute review or a 30-second review. I call them cask beer reviews. Primarily, it's just to say taste, brewery, ABV, taste, what I'm getting, and that's it. Nothing to do with life and all that. And it's just to give a nod to breweries. So this is a homebrew. And I know that because I've read on the bottom. So, ooh. Homebrewed mango IPA in a flip-top bottle. I went and did some experimenting during a homebrew session. Quite pleased with it. 5.5% ABV. So not only do I get beers from the good fella, but I also get to sample some homebrew as well. So that'll be going on the channel. I always love me homebrew reviews. That's what I'm drinking now. A bit of plum porter. Not that I need a beer at this time of the day. It is only about 4:30. But you know when you see people at the pub all day long, you're at work and you're like, oh, it just winds me up. So next on the list is, from Neon Raptor. So it's Bigfoot Expert. I've never heard of this one. Bigfoot Expert. A triple chocolate imperial stout, 10%. I'll be honest, I didn't really follow Neon Raptor properly. Or scoured what they were doing, but never followed properly. I am now. Till July, probably last year. No, before July last year. So, decadent, appetizing, thick. Bigfoot Expert is a fully vegan triple chocolate imperial stout. We combine cacao shells, liquid chocolate, and chocolate essence with a rich and varied malt bill. The cocoa shells are sourced from our neighbours Louisa's Vegan Chocolates. Oh, I like that. Neon Raptor. They do like to incorporate the local community. They are good. This beer is perfect for wilderness roaming. So there we go. Ooh. Next up. I mean, this was an outstanding beer. So this is the barrel-aged Neon Raptor. Centaur Army. Barrel-aged peanut butter, chocolate and caramel imperial stout. 13.4%. This indulgent Centaur has been aged for 9 months in bourbon barrels to add notes of vanilla, molasses and oak to the smooth balanced layers of chocolate, caramel and peanut butter. I can add to that because the barrels were, I think, some Heaven Hill or something. And I know Dave, our man Craft Beer Basic, he actually said what the names of the barrels were. But wow, I didn't think I'd ever see that again. I've got to take a. I'm gonna obviously upload this to the internet, get a photograph of the beers together for for Instagram and that. And wow, wow. So, so the non-barrel aged version of Centaur Army as well, which is also an absolute stunning beer. Peanut butter, chocolate, and Coke caramel imperial stout, 13%. There we go. And again, absolutely stunning imperial stout. Neon Raptor. You can't. You've got to hand it to them. And I'm lucky because, oh my gosh, oh, um, there's a good review as well coming up as well on the next one. Um, I'm going to tear up. Um, no, I forgot. No, it's gone. But yeah, Neon Raptor, amazing. So last, a beer, and I never managed to get hold of this. It just sold out everywhere. And the only chance I got was to go down to the brewery before Christmas and have it at the brewery. I mean, Alex from Black Iris Brewery was walking past me at the time I was reviewing it, funnily enough. He's the owner. But here we go. I mean, I've seen the reviews. Bowman's reviewed it. Scott's reviewed it. Scott and Wanda. Bowman Beer Reviews. And yeah, absolutely stunning Imperial Stout. So last year's version was I Push My Fingers Into Pies. I think that was a cherry one, almond cherry, whatever. This is the mince pie version, and it's absolutely stunning. And again, it's another top beer of the year. And again, Nottingham. How balmy is it that the local area has some of the best brewers in the country in this one area? Literally 6 miles apart, so many good breweries. It's baffling. People can live in some parts of the country, and you're like, "Have you got near you?" And it's like, "I've got this brewery." And you're like, "Never heard of them." These guys are known through the UK. Rum barrel aged, mince pie imperial stout, and yeah, absolutely stunning. Now I drank it cold, well, cool, because obviously it's on keg. So to drink a warm can, wow. So I'll go back to the writing. I did say this is quite the beer haul video. Got a list of the beers there, and it says here, Wildcraft are a very local brewery to me in Norfolk, and I do try and support wherever I can. I have certainly been inspired by you and Scott from Scott and Wonders World to do what I can to help local. Keep doing what you do, Raggy. I know you stay real, and I applaud you for it. Never thought I would derive so much pleasure from hearing the tangents of an old man having a beer. Old man? Um, Beery Beast in the East, Andrew. And there we go. There's the writing. That took some bloody typing, I tell you. And absolutely a massive, heartfelt thank you. I see people on Instagram, and I mean, I know the beer reviewers across YouTube, but on Instagram, there's people. I mean, Beery Beer in the East has got 4,000 followers on Instagram. So, yeah, and I've only got literally about 900, I think, something daft like that. So there we go. Yeah, what an absolutely lovely, kind fellow. Yeah, thank you so much. I absolutely can't wait to start reviewing him. And if I'm gonna take a photograph as I do, put it on social media as you do, and massive thank you. At a time when I met no bones about it. We've put ourselves in the crappiest position this year. The wife wanted to renew our wedding vows, and so we're paying for that and all the bits that go with it. And I tell you what, it's not cheap, despite the fact that I actually work at a wedding venue and got some discount. I think I pay for my own wages in the amount of stuff I give and grow, but hey ho, you know, it is what it is. Businesses have got to survive. I understand that, but we've literally been hemorrhaging money lately, hemorrhaging, and we're probably going out once a week at the moment, spending about 30 or 40 quid, which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, and at the moment I've put a stop on buying beers. So this week to have a care package and a beer haul is absolutely unbelievable, you know. And the beers themselves, wow, you know, absolutely wow. Good to have some local from your neck of the woods. Yeah, so massive thank you to Mr. Beery Beer in the East rather, not yeast. That's not a flipping drink yet. Andrew, thank you. I've just double checked the name on the box now. I'm just double making sure I got the right name. But yeah, thank you so much. Wow. Who's at my door? Can't wait to do. Oh yeah, someone's coming for a cake. Can't wait to get reviewing these. They will sit on the beer wall. There'll be some moving around and some finagling. Until the time comes, because with the shed being cold, perfect temperature actually to store beer, not to drink it, but certainly to store it. That's it from this beer haul video. Thank you so much. Cheers.